Hey there, it's Stephanie from Garden Therapy. I'm here today to unveil the next DIY kit in the Garden Therapy seed collection that I'm doing with Garden Trends. So I'm really excited to show it to you today. If you remember, we've done two of them already. So we did the indoor herb garden that goes on your window with livy pots, and then the mason jar sprouting kit. So this is number 3. The unboxing today is in a envelope rather than a box. So let's open it up and see what's inside. So this one is really near and dear to my heart. It is can you read that? The Natural Beauty Garden. These are the great information sheets that come with each one of the kits. So it's got information on how to start the seeds for the collection, seed starting tips and success tips, plus a whole list of the different seeds that are in there. You can see there's 7 different varieties of seeds included in this collection. So this is near and dear to my heart because I switched out using natural beauty products many years ago when I was trying to rebuild my health. I not only changed how I ate, but I changed what I put on my skin, and I felt that that was just as important as changing what goes into your body as changing what goes onto your body. So I wrote a book called the Natural Beauty Recipe Book and did that as an ebook and have been selling that now for a couple of years, and it's great. It's the recipes that I use at home and people seem to really like it. I get lots of comments from you. We do back and forth on some of the recipes and I get your suggestions. It's been really good. But I've been asked if we could do a hard copy of the book. So, whoop, upside down, there it is. So for this, we printed a hard copy of the Natural Beauty Recipe Book, which I did, and included it with botanicals that are ingredients that you'll use in the book. So this book is filled with recipes that are really easy to do, because if it's not easy, then it's really important for me that it has to be something simple or else I'm not going to be able to do it. These are great recipes for beginners, but there's lots of ideas on how to use fresh things from your garden or dried botanicals from your garden and plant-based products or natural elements that are really easy to find, stuff you probably already have at home or in your kitchen. You don't need any special equipment, just really easy recipes so that you can swap out some of those chemicals that you're putting on your body with something a little bit more natural and see if that resonates for you. This book has a bunch of chapters in it based on, there's some resource guides so you can find the materials that, we don't have as seeds. But then there's a list of all the ingredients and then 4 chapters of recipes. So there's ones on scrubs, toners, for your face and body, so to really purify your skin. There's one on balms and butters. So there's scrubs and toners. There's even a hand sanitizer, as you can see there. There's balms and butters. So the balms and butters chapter has lip balm, cuticle balm, natural perfume, vapor rub for cold and flu season, which is great because I need that right now. I have a cold. If you can hear, my voice is very husky. And then the next chapter is tub time. This is my favorite. Because for me, baths, especially with herbs and botanicals, really helps with pain control. So after a day of gardening, my body gets really sore and I'm constantly dealing with pain. So a warm bath with these elements in it really helps to soak that away. I find that if I don't take a bath after a gardening day, I will really be sore the next day and probably not sleep very well. But if I do take a bath with some of these recipes that are in here, then I find I'll sleep really well and wake up the next day not sore. And so that to me is a miracle. And then the final chapter is on summer sun care. I have freckles, I have fair skin, and so skincare is really important to me in the summer, and protecting my skin pretty much year-round from sun damage is really important. I have pretty much all the risk factors that there are for skin cancer, and I have skin cancer in my family, so I have to be really careful. So this is really important for me to come up with products that I could use every day that have some sun protection in them. So that's a great chapter as well, and repairing your skin. This one is for a natural bug spray. So there's lots of great stuff in here. You can have a look at the blog post that I've done today, and it'll give you some more information on what's in the book. And it'll also give you a little bit of information on why I chose each one of the seeds in the collection. I'll show them to you now, but go onto the blog post to really get the details, because I want us to take a little bit of time today to do a DIY project with some of the ingredients here. So if you can see, we've got 7 packets of seeds. These are some of my absolute favorites, and there's a wide variety for doing a skincare garden or for a natural beauty garden. So we'll start with calendula, because calendula is such an important one. I make a big batch of calendula infused oil and then use that as the oil for most of my recipes. So calendula is really important. It's really skin healing and great to have in your natural beauty garden. Super easy to grow too. Then I have two different kinds of, there they are, two different kinds of lavender. One is mini blue lavender and one is lavender vera. And the reason why I have two is because the mini blue lavender is really cool. You can grow it in a pot and you start it now and then move it out in the spring and then move it back into the house in the winter and you'll have fresh lavender to use. If you grow the lavender vera, you're going to grow it in the garden. It's going to get really big. It's going to produce a ton of flowers, lots of buds for harvesting. So you'll be able to harvest a lot of lavender for your natural beauty products. So it's nice to have both of those, and I really like both of those lavenders. Then I have two power-packed herbs, peppermint and lemon balm. Both of these are just so different, but in the same family and so full of skin benefits. Peppermint is cooling and soothing. Lemon balm is clarifying and energizing. So both of these have great scent that they add, but also a lot of benefits to the skin. And so it's worth growing both of these. But grow them in containers because they can be invasive. So keep them in containers and you'll be really happy. And then the final two are our beauty queens. That's the classic artist Centria mix and Goldie Double Sunflower. These are both grown for their beauty, for their petals, which dry really well and hold color really well. So they add a lot of color naturally to the recipes. If you want to add, something that makes them look like great gifts, dry these. These are really hard to find too. It's really hard to find dried sunflower petals and dried, like this one. This mix comes with a red, a purple, and a blue, so you can dry all the petals and have lots of different colors available. It's really hard to find those. So I don't have any, I've used up all of mine, and so I don't have any here to show you. But I've got, you can see lavender is really beautiful, but it goes kind of brown, so it doesn't have as much pop of color. And here's mint. I'll show you as well. So there's mint. You see there's little pops of bee balm in there. So it's got a little bit of color, but it goes a little bit brown. So even though you want to use those dried ones, you want to add some color with things like Centria and Goldie Double Sunflower. So that is the collection. It comes with 7 packages of seeds. They're limited edition, so once this is all sold out, it's gone. And we have 5 more coming up. So what I'd like to do is I'll leave you with the blog post for more information on all this stuff. And I'm going to show you how to make one of the recipes from the book. So just bear with me for a second. I'm going to switch around the camera and then we can take a look at the recipe. Okay, I've got my table set now and I'm going to make one of the recipes from the book. So I picked one from here that used a lot of the things that we're going to be growing in the Natural Beauty collection, but also is really, really easy to make. I mean, it only takes minutes to make it. So it'll give me an opportunity to showcase some of the botanicals and talk about the healing benefits. But it's also something that I use a lot, especially now that it's cold and flu season. It's a Gardener's Herbal Foot Soak. So you can find that on page 38. So there's the Gardener's Herbal Foot Soak on page 38. As you can see, the instructions are very short. And there are, quite a few ingredients in it, but they're all things that you can grow in the garden or have around the house.